Hello and welcome to this edition of Superfast 50. I'm Rukma with you. Let's begin. An Indian Army vehicle met with a major accident in Lachin town in North Sikkim on Friday. That's the 23rd of December. As per an Army statement, 16 Jawans have been martyred in the accident, while a further 4 were injured and they've been airlifted to a hospital following the incident. President Draupadi Murmu has condoled the loss of lives and said she is anguished to learn about the death of the 16 army personnel. She also offered her heartfelt condolences to the families of the deceased and said she was praying for the speedy recovery of the injured. Charles Sobhraj, better known as the Serpent or the Bikini Killer, whose spree of killings in the 70s and 80s hit the headlines, was released from a Kathmandu jail yesterday. This after the Supreme Court of Nepal ordered the release of Sobhraj on grounds of old age and deteriorating health. Republic confronted Sobhraj at the Kathmandu airport, where he had, even as he just entered and likely boarded a flight to Doha en route France. RJD leader in Bihar, former Finance Minister Abdul Bari Siddiqui, has stoked a major controversy with his comment that he has advised his children who are studying abroad to settle there and not return home, as the conditions here are extremely unfavorable and they would not be able to tolerate them. 1984 anti-Sikh riots accused and Congress leader Jagdish TYTLER has now withdrawn from the Delhi leg of the Bharat JODO Yatra amid the ongoing controversy with his participation in the party's prominent events. Day after the Maharashtra government's decision to reopen the Disha Salyan death case, Sushant Singh Rajput's father, KK Singh, told Republic that it should have happened long ago. And Mr. Singh also stated that he had full faith in the Maharashtra government led by Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis. He further demanded justice in the case. In a fresh development in the Shraddha Walkar murder case, AAFTAB'S judicial custody has been extended for 14 days. With this, the court has also approved the taking or recording of AAFTAB'S voice sample as evidence. This will be done on Monday. Following the latest development in the Shraddha Walkar murder case, Shraddha Walkar's father has demanded that the case should be investigated through a fast-track process. This comes as he, along with BJP leader Kirit Somaiya, arrived in Delhi to meet the Delhi Police Commissioner. After Tamil Nadu Bharatiya Janata Party Vice President Sashikala Pushpa's house and vehicle were vandalized by miscreants recently, 13 people, including 3 DMK councillors, have been booked by the state police. Notably, BJP leader Sashikala Pushpa's home and vehicle were attacked and vandalized after she took a swipe at DMK Minister Geeta Jeevan. As BYJU'S officials appeared before the National Commission for Prevention of Cruelty to the Child Rights Body Chairman Priyank Kanungo also issued a statement in which he said that the company has submitted certain documents related to the case. BYJU'S has assured NCPCR that a refund and cancellation policy of the company will be revised and entire refunds will be given. After several BJP leaders raised objections to Deepika Padukone wearing saffron-coloured clothes in Shah Rukh Khan's new film Pathan, former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah has come out in support of the film, slamming various elements for creating division by linking the colour saffron to Hindus and green to Muslims. With the BJP focus on the weak Lok Sabha seats for upcoming general elections, the party's national president JP NADDA will be going on a tour of 2 days to Tamil Nadu and Odisha. It may be noted that in these two states, the BJP has been trying to find a foothold but has been unable to do so far. According to sources, JP NADDA during the visit will meet the Mandal and booth presidents. Parliamentary team handling the seats and other organizational meetings are also on the cards. Police have arrested a drug peddler from Mankhurd area and recovered cocaine worth 28 lakh rupees. from the market. A case has been registered against the NDPS Act. A probe to find the supply path of the drugs that have been recovered is underway. According to sources from aviation in Mumbai's Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport, COVID-19 RT-PCR testing facility will be available free of cost for international passengers who will be randomly selected by the airlines. The Maharashtra Health Department has said that 2% of international passengers arriving at the airports will be tested randomly, and even if masks are not mandatory, the state has advised to use masks, especially for senior citizens. Following the meeting, Centre State COVID meet that took place yesterday, Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia asked states to test, track, treat, vaccinate, and also directed that there should be strict adherence to COVID-appropriate behavior, and that states should stick to this formula as far as COVID management was concerned. And Minister of Medical Education of Madhya Pradesh, Vishwas Sarang, has said that the state is ready to fight any eventuality as far as the COVID virus is concerned, and it has set up more than 40,000 beds and oxygen generator plants. While talking about positive cases, he said that there are only 4 active COVID cases in Madhya Pradesh. Health Minister of Telangana T. Harish Rao on Thursday urged people not to panic due to the sudden surge in COVID-19 cases in other countries, but has advised them to be vigilant. Rao has asked the people to observe personal hygiene, and those who have not taken the COVID booster shot yet should immediately do so. Karnataka on Thursday has decided to make face masks mandatory in closed spaces, even those that are not air-conditioned. Karnataka Minister K. Sudhakar said all influenza-like illnesses and severe acute respiratory illnesses will be tested compulsory for COVID-19, even if they are asymptomatic. The Indian Army too has issued an advisory asking its personnel to take protective measures like using face masks and practicing social distancing to regularize the use of hand sanitizers. BJP MLCs staged a protest against the NITISH government yesterday morning. The MLCs were demanding compensation for the families of those who died in the recent Hooch tragedy. Earlier, Bihar CM Nitish Kumar had already made it clear that the state government will not offer any compensation. Union Minister Meenakshi Lekhi on Friday felicitated the Indian team on having won the Blind Cricket T20 World Cup for the 3rd successive time. She interacted with the captain of the team, Ajay Reddy, team members, and also congratulated each one of them, discussing ways to promote cricket for the blind in India further. Aam Aadmi Party on Friday announced the names of its mayor, deputy mayor and 4 members of the Standing Committee for the Municipal Corporation of Delhi. Shelley Oberoi, a councillor from Ward 86 Patel Nagar, has been announced for the post of mayor. And security forces have foiled another drone intrusion attempt in Amritsar in Punjab. BSF troops shot down the drone, which has now been seized. A search was on since reports last came in for the contraband or weapons dropped using the drone. Farmers in Firozpur in Punjab staged a protest yesterday with 10 Kisan leaders being booked later for electricity. As a result, they were protesting the booking of Kisan leaders for electricity theft. They protested outside a liquor factory. Police have also registered an FIR against them for using electricity by illegal means. The Administrative Council, under the chairmanship of Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha, has approved the proposal for the upgradation of 8 kilometers of road from district headquarters Rajouri to Baba Ghulam Shah Bacha University in Jammu and Kashmir. All 3 accused in the murder of Ankita Bhandari, a receptionist at the Vantara Resort, have refused to undergo narco or polygraph tests. The court has deferred its hearing, and the next date has now been fixed for the 3rd of January. The Kerala government has tendered an unconditional apology before the High Court for the failure to implement its directive to initiate revenue recovery proceedings against the PFI for the damage caused to public property during the flash strike. Bombay High Court has granted bail to dismissed Mumbai cop Riazuddin Qazi, who has been behind bars in the Antilia bomb scare. Qazi is the second accused in the case to get bail. The bench pronounced the order after reserving it on December 2nd. Ruchira Kamboj, India's permanent representative to the United Nations, spoke out in support of peace, security and prosperity. She said that India does not hesitate to raise her voice against the common enemy of threats to humanity, such as terrorism, in the wrap-up session as India is set to exit the UN Security Council after a 2-year term.